Abbott, away and gone. Gone, well, at least you don't think he can hear you. And as you place the blanket over Ireena's shoulders, she takes a moment and says, You saw that, did you? And she kind of sighs for a second. It's a new one. I have 2 others. And she peels back the scarf a little bit, revealing 2 older marks as well. I don't remember the last one. I woke up with it.
Oh, sorry, I just realized I was muted.
Oh.
But you answered my question. She's got 2 old ones and a new one. You remember the first 2, though?
Yes, I very much do.
Okay, what happened?
Strahd found me, and he did not take no for an answer.
He found you at your home?
No, it was before we had barricaded ourselves. It was our first interactions. Well, my first interaction with him.
Where was that?
Barovia. The village of Barovia.
Just in the village?
Correct.
He just came down. Did he look like himself?
He had a cloak and a hood on, and he didn't come in his more usual arrangements or pageantry. He just simply found me in the street and then guided me to an alley. And then, at first, I didn't recognize him. And we had a strange but honest chat.
But then you realized who he was?
He told me.
What else did he say?
He told me he loved me. He told me he's been looking for me for a long time. He told me that I would see sense in the future. And there was a sense of almost, what would be the word to put it? When he first saw me and he first came at me, his face morphed and he grew taller. His black eyes absorbed. That's what I knew it was him. He must have had some type of magics guarding his looks or something. But he seemed desperate. He seemed paranoid almost. It was the most emotion I ever saw out of him, and any of my other past encounters. with him.
You had past encounters with him?
Well, from this point, yes. That was my first encounter I had with him other than when I was but a girl, and he saw me in passing in a meeting with my father. But reoccurring encounters came through the weeks, and then he became more and more obsessed. And then he was screaming outside of my bedroom window, asking to be let in. Of course, we didn't. And that continued for some time, and then that's when you all stepped in.
He sent monsters against your house, though, didn't he?
My brother thinks so. But and it would make sense. We saw him or saw someone who looked like him outside window or things hounding us inside there. But I do know that there were humans, rabid ones, forest folk or some like they came and they did their usual intimidation. And I think some of them got a little too infuriated. They started throwing torches. People started throwing rocks through the windows, torches being let in. And then I remember just screaming. And in but moments, everything was silent. And the following morning, we found them spread across the yard.
The forest folk were dead.
Yes.
You think he did it?
Who else could it have been?
I suppose
There
he.
was
I suppose
15 seconds of screaming and then silence.
that's pretty quick. Especially if there was as many as you are describing. So when was the second time then?
The second time was I was stupid. That's the reason why it happened the second time. My head was fuzzy afterwards, and I'm not sure if I was thinking straight. But I didn't tell my father or anyone. I hid it. I went about business as usual. Strange things happened in Barovia. Maybe my mind was playing tricks on me, but I wasn't. Well, I was feeling like I was now.
When did you wake up with these fresh ones?
This morning.
This morning? In Kresk?
Yes.
Oh, shit. That's not good. But you don't remember anything about it?
No.
Do you know if you stayed in the house the whole time?
I don't remember.
Did you wake up maybe with any of your clothes being wet from snow or anything like that?
And because she's healed, even though because I have Forge open, I'm gonna have her roll something. That's smart.
Do you need me to get into Forge? I wasn't sure.
I mean, I can technically roll for you if you want to. I may not use it very much.
Okay, well, I'll let you roll then, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, she rolled a 3. She rolled a 2, so that turns into a 4 for straight in check. I don't think so.
But he can't come in places unless he's invited, right? That's why you stayed in your house?
He never came in.
I wonder if he's been here before to visit the burgomaster and his wife here of Kresk.
He has many eyes and ears. You think Kriskov and Kriskova are in league with him?
No, I don't necessarily think that. It's possible, anything's possible. I'm just wondering if you met him in passing as a child when he came to see your father. Your father was burgomaster of Barovia village.
Yes, that did happen.
Yeah.
I met him
So,
when I was 9.
hmm, so it stands to reason he may have visited Kresk before and been to this house before and been let in before.
I see. That very well may be true.
If you didn't go out, then he somehow got in. Did you have any strange dreams?
No, and no dreams.
No dreams.
I haven't had dreams in months.
In months. Did you normally have
Yes.
dreams before?
I assume like everybody else, every once in a while, but
Did you stop
it's been
having dreams around the time he first bit you?
there's a pause, and then she nods.
Interesting. Well, what why would he just keep biting you and then but not take you anywhere?
Do you? He could, if he. The reason I think he came down, I don't think he was worried about possibly losing me forever. I don't think he could beat St. Andrew's Church. But he could have taken me at any time. If he truly, truly wanted. Via the sense of some horrible sense of shame or guilt, honor, or what he would call nobility, he may have his own reasons. There may be something else.
Nira's kind of thinking back to the nightmare that the entire party shared and some of the info she learned then, and is going to ask Ireena. In these lands, I've heard that if you're bitten by a vampire 3 times, you become one. Is that true? Or is that just someone's tall tale?
I'm not a vampire expert.
I thought it could be some form of common knowledge.
No.
Hmm.
It may have been at one point, but I doubt Strahd would let that knowledge be common.
Hmm.
If, while he's an arrogant man, he is absolutely an intelligent man as well.
Oh, of that I have no doubt.
There's a pause. You think I'm turning into one of them?
I don't know. Can I roll maybe like a religion check or something?
Sure.
I'll get you to do it though.
Okay.
You need to give us a bot.
That's fine. Roll it. Sorry, it's taking a second. Player character sheets at Foundry. I don't look at very much. A 3.
Oh, God.
You have no idea.
No. I barely know what a vampire is.
That's kind of true across the board. No one really knows much about vampires here.
What do you think of the abbot?
I think we know very little about the man. And I think he thinks he's doing good, but I'm not sure he is.
I'm not sure he is either. He said to me that he thinks you need to go and visit a particular place.
He also called me Tatiana and said that it could unlock something within my mind.
He did. Would you like to go with us there, then?
That seems somewhat dangerous, but I'm definitely curious. Nonetheless, yes. If you would have me, I would be willing to go. But the mountains to the south, they may mean that sign that we passed, Solinka Pass. I do know there's a road leading down there. Not many people go to the mountains. It's dangerous. There are beasts, and not the normal beasts, not the undead, or werewolves, or creatures of the night. Something, they're much more larger things up in the mountains, as well as the different tribes of the forest folk.
I think we actually fought some of those people at one point when we were on the road.
You fought some of the forest folk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, I remember.
Yes, you were with us.
My apologies. It's been a long day. They are a strange bunch. They normally do not stay away from people. Is there anything else I can ask you with?
You never wanted Strahd to bite you.
That goes without saying.
Do you know the name Rahadin?
Yes.
We actually met him at one point at the Wizard of Wines. He seemed to allude to us that Strahd hadn't done anything to you that you hadn't wanted. I don't know that I believe him. He is an ass. Fucker offered me a cookie. Stupid bugger.
There's a cold flit into her eyes. Rahadin is... You met him. I've met him once. It was like when I met him. He was almost devoid of emotion. It was like a cold glass of water pressed against the spine whenever I was close to him.
Really? Interesting.
It sounded like he was more talkative to you.
Very much so.
Than what I know of the man. And that was an act.
Perhaps.
He is dangerous. Even compared to Strahd, he is dangerous. He has been his right-hand man for generations upon generations, and he is not a vampire.
No, I didn't think he was. Our good friend Theron there, used his divine senses to see if he could tell if he was a vampire, and he received nothing in return, so I assume he is just a dusk elf, although apparently a very pale one, which made us think at the beginning that perhaps he had been turned.
Did you see into his eyes?
I don't know. I didn't notice anything.
You would know what I speak of if you had. Maybe he had some type of trick to hide himself. Whenever he was close, or whenever he looked at you, you could hear whisperings and screamings. They would fill the air around him. And I could feel that he had them under control, somewhat. I'm not sure which one was scarier, him or Strahd. I don't think Strahd wants to hurt me, but I don't think Rodden wouldn't want to hurt anyone, or that he wants to hurt everyone.
It's interesting. Rahadin actually was spying at your father's funeral. Dro and I saw him.
Really?
He says that Strahd did not wish what happened to your father to occur. That he was sorry that your father had passed away.
That tracks. When he died, everything stopped. There was no more harassment. There was nothing. We were left alone for weeks.
Interesting. The more and more I learn of this, Strahd, the more and more it just seems very peculiar.
How do you think I feel?
I don't want to know. No.
Yes.
Well,
I didn't really want to worry anyone about it. But I'm fine. And whatever. I feel better now, definitely.
talking about it helps, I'm sure, and she'll pat her on the shoulder a little.
Do you trust the abbot?
I want to trust the abbot. He and I have certain things in common, but he's also very odd, and some things don't quite line up, and this place is like a madhouse. So I have to question if it's a madhouse and he's the one who's running it. Does that mean he's mad as well? I don't think you should be alone with him, if at all possible.
I don't think so either.
You need to tell me if more marks appear. I won't tell anyone else unless you want me to, but you need to tell me if more marks appear, and when.
She kind of looks away from you when you say that, but then she nods.
Okay, well, you stay here for now. I'm going to go and speak with my friends.
Okay. During this time, Tetradia and Theron are getting mugged by Siegfried.
Yeah.
Give me your fucking silver! Get off! And they're running around. Alright.